gonna strip these other ones down as well. That way if I ever have to remove the stuff, it's already off. I have to say it because I'm petty, but shout out to the guy that got all upset that I named the video the Typhoon Dragon headpiece. And he said I named the video that and then just never used it. Well, there it is right there. That was what? Video 77, I think? Something like that. This is video 100 now. Been using it for fucking 30 videos, but hey. Okay, so let me take a look. Did none of that save? Why? Because it's still equipped, right? I forgot about that. I'm not going to change my build, but I just want to see if there's anything that's actually worth something. Okay, so my whole build is basically built around this right here, the Shinobi's Fury. Weak point attacks make enemies vulnerable a second time, 30% damage on tagged enemies. The only thing that sucks is the weapon I'm using has no afflictions. It's just vulnerable damage, but it does huge vulnerable damage. So I think it's kind of, it has to stay. And then I have Feather Storm, but I don't know. Posture attack remains charged after dodge. Trigger poison on deflect. That would kind of be dirty. Affliction buildup is not lost over time. Instantly charge posture attacks after a vault. Trigger bleed on entanglement. Increase impact on alternate attacks. 200% damage on enemy collision. What am I using right now? Instantly charge posture attacks when hitting multiple enemies. Increase impact on alternate attacks. I think we're going to keep rocking out with that stuff. Typhoon Dragon headpiece stagger all nearby enemies on weak point attacks. I kind of have to. My whole build is around weak point attacks, right? Storing health is good, but I don't know if I want to go with that. What we have on here: attacks have 3% chance to remove 1 health segment on hit. Which is kind of dirty, but is there anything better? Knock down enemies by sliding into them. 2 health segments removed on air assassinate. Dead bodies release a poison cloud. When investigated, tool poison buildup. It also gives me. Enemies are less efficient at detecting sounds, not really a problem. Thor Kunai at the closest enemy after assassination. We were using that for a little bit. I don't like it. 3% chance to instantly kill with a posture attack. What did I say I was using? That's what I'm rocking out right now anyways. So honestly, the Peasant's Clothes is still the best point. That's still the best point. So then the only other thing to look at is this. 1% armor piercing per mastery point in Tanto. What are my options? 50% damage per empty armor piece, but then I would have to... Well, I could throw that on as the backup actually. What am I using? Health per mastery point in Shinobi? I might trade it. 2% dual damage per mastery point, 10%, 15 only katana, Kusagama, no weapon, non-legendary gear equipped, Shinobi. Yeah, so I think we're gonna stay with what I have. It's just I'm gonna change some of the abilities. I actually like the look of that for Yosuke in the background. It almost reminds me of like Raiden or something. Obviously not quite, but okay. So with that being said and done, now we have 3 points. Let's keep dumping it into vulnerable. Because the weak point attacks that I do are on vulnerable enemies. So that should trigger if I'm understanding that correctly. There he is. Thought he was inside for a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade everything. This too, even though we don't use it that much. At all, actually. We don't use it at all. I think the thing with that, though, is it just kind of gives me options. Like, if I ever wanted to, I could do that one specific assassination with the Kursegama. Right, so... engrave. Is there anything else? So no, I think we're gonna rock out with the one I still have equipped, which is the 30% damage on tagged enemies. Kursegama's fine too. The headgear. 100% of an adrenaline chunk upon entering combat. The only one I would replace that with is the 33% health on weak point attacks, but I really don't need to. Now, if I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, then I'm just gonna heal. So that's fine. This was fine too. So the only one I wanted to replace then was this. Instead of the health shinobi, I wanted the 50% damage per empty armor piece. Because that means I'm just gonna melt like enemies that have lots of armor once I get through the armor. That's it for that.
Arigato.
Okay, so that's done. Now for the real work that we have to put in.
Yoku kita.
Upgrade. Make sure we upgrade everything. That bow too. The only thing I don't have a whole lot of for Yosuke is the oak wood, but everything else I actually have a good supply of now. Okay, so engravements. First strike makes enemy vulnerable every 8 seconds. Stack block, increase. Okay, so let's throw on... I could throw on a regular one and just boost it even further, but let's go ahead and throw on the first strike. For this, I wanted to throw on charged arrows, automatically from posture shots. What else did we want? I want to look at this. Reduce damage taken by 5% per enemy in conflict. Deal 50% damage to attack on parry. This one was reflect 10% damage. What did we want for this? Parry unblockable attacks. And then this 15 to stats with only Naginata. 10% damage per unused ability. 50% damage per empty armor piece. 50% damage actually would be good. Adrenaline gain. Health. Master point and samurai. I think I'm gonna go for the adrenaline gain, honestly. Because it's either between that or this health per master point in samurai, but I have more points in Naginata. That was long-winded. Outlaws. I don't know where I can find outlaws. Oh, I also need to... Yeah, let's just go here. Need to get the seasonal contracts. Or opportunities, rather. Oh god, they're gonna start giving me Jizu statues too. I didn't even clue into that. Okay, well, I guess we're checking all the all the regions again. Yeah. 'Cause I gotta start getting Jizu statue opportunities. I didn't even think about that. I should have, though. It's down there. So what we did Yamato, we did Setsu, let's do Yamashiro. I gotta do Ego and Omi. I still want to take a run through of all the vendors in Omi as well. Buy a bunch of crap from all the gear vendors, the engravings. I tried to do some research to see if the vendors had separate inventories for the separate characters. I couldn't find anything saying that they did. But I still don't understand and can't explain why that one ornament vendor had separate separate inventories. Unless it was just one of those things where the gear vendor, or sorry, the ornament vendor had that for specifically Yowski no matter which one I went to, but I can't see that being the case. I don't know. It's weird to me. Okay, well we know we have all the Jizu statues in Iga then at least. Because we're in Iga, it was... Let's go ahead and test out our new build in Naginata. It's the best way to this. Turn right and just follow it. Togi Pass. she was doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing, but apparently I'm wrong. Buddhas of Shimigahara. That guy got fucked. Yeah, so this might actually be might be decent. Go ahead and pray. Okay, so these were outlaws, so I was right in thinking what outlaws are. Outlaws are the people that are in specific little hideaways. So for example, this is one. Said the wealth was high. I don't see shit all here. Another one I know off top is Setsu. It's this one here, the Bamboo Cutters Camp. Momoshi Toredo Ruins. Let's hit that next. I would like to get this before we end the session. But if not, I'll just grind it off screen. It's just killing some outlaws. Something there. What the fuck is that? Bro, I haven't even had to, like... I think we have all the... Ooh, there's an elite. Now I'm excited. I was just about to say I haven't had to use an ability yet. He got fogged. Bro, he got fogged. I'm really confused what can be in that chest. There it is. I was like, where the fuck is this guy? feel like we finally actually have something going with Yosuke now. Not that the combat was even remotely hard, but it was just... there was no synergy there. This, it feels synergized. You know, I'm constantly going to be getting adrenaline now from this, and... is in this chest. Silent Shinobi robes. There's a lot of shit to tag out here too. I'll take it all. All just more money in our pocket. So we need 6 more outlaws. I'll go raid another little camp in a minute here. Issue with that is that's so far away. Keshawara Manor I don't think was outlaws. Could do the Four Devil's Lair. The reason I'm doing it here specifically is also to get the bandit kills for Iga. Doubling down. I hope there's 6 guys up here. I know there wasn't many the first time we came through. I don't know if it was less than 6. It's hard to say. That whole distraction thing is even cooler when you realize I'm using this Oni armor. It just kind of adds to my legend, because now it's just like they see me and they instantly like explode basically, and I can just lie and say it's because of my armor. Four more kills. Excuse me. That guy really tried to hit me from it. There we go. Ow. By that fucking guy in his tempo. That's the unfortunate thing, is I have no way to actually hit this guy now. So just charging him. I don't really care about the loot, but I mean, I'm here, so I might as well grab it. do care about, though. The whole reason we were doing this. Well, half the reason. Let's claim that. And the gold. So our next reward's going to be this Cerulean puzzle trinket. 2 health segments removed on running assassinate. Which is alright, but how often do I really do that? Spies are going to be all tapped out again, I think. That's what, 3, 4, 5 at least. No, 6. Well, I think we'll have to loot's over there, but I don't think I can go up there as Yosuke. Not easily anyways. I don't really care about it. With that being said, where are we with our kills? $27 of 50. Let's run down quickly for this Jizo statue. Can I go from here? Travel as Noe. Should only take me a couple seconds to be able to grab this. Should have hit the jump. Still tons left to do though. So the next season change, which would be beginning of summer, I'm gonna have to check pretty much everywhere but Iga. I know I've cleared Iga entirely, but I'll have to check Setsu still, Yamashiro, Yamato, and Omi until I can confidently and for surely say that there is no more Jizo statues, which I'll know when I go, you know, and there's no opportunities left. This crossroads, just head to the next one.
これで自由の身じゃ。
渡せるものはないが、何か礼をさせてくれんか。
何か面白い話があれば聞かせてくれ。
It's gonna tell me there's another Jizo statue somewhere around here. Where is it? It's up there. How did I know? Honestly, my intent was kind of malicious. That's the only reason I saved him. I wanted to know if there was more. Saves me having to wait that much longer to know if this area is clear or not, right? So. And plus we're running by anyways. It took 2 seconds to save him. I'm just glad we hit all the Jizo statues that we have as we were coming across them, because this would have sucked otherwise. But that's that. Anyways, we made a little progress. This was mostly for the Animus project stuff, but we made a little bit of progress. We defined Yosuke's build now, which is nice, and we have something to work towards in the next one. Obviously, the Jizo statues and a few other things, right? But all in due time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below, subscribe, and share. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.